Okay, so today we are going to be reacting to all of the Wuthering Wave Resonator Combat Showcases. A couple of you said that I should watch these, and that I should also watch the cinematic shorts. Obviously, here is your combat showcase reaction, and the cinematic short reactions will also be in another upcoming video, so look out for that too. But for now, as requested, here are the combat showcases. First one, we start out on Camilla, because I guess this is when they started the combat showcases, and before this, as it was in the trailers, it showed them, it showed a little bit of the combat in the Resonator and the regular Resonator trailers before, and then they stopped and they started making them separately for whatever reason. I guess maybe to show off the animations better. But obviously, we're starting on Camilla. Super excited for this. Camilla was one of the characters that really piqued my interest whenever I was watching the Resonator trailers. So let's just get started.
La, 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 la. Pleasure me with more power. Don't bore me, okay?
Alright, that's so sick. That is so sick. I was not expecting like the hanging upside down from it and swinging around. That's so cool.
Stemming, feed my blossoms, self-deceivers.
Okay. Okay. So that exceeded expectations. I don't even. So we start out with some pretty clean, but like relatively basic stuff, right?
Don't bore me, okay?
Yeah, that's so cool. Like the hanging like from her leg and swinging like the rose thorns around. I'm guessing like the rose thorns like whips. That's so cool. I was not expecting her to just start whipping it around and turn upside down. That's so sick. And then obviously the ult is like the one shot from the trailer. Or I'm guessing this is the ult, right? It seems like an ult to me.
My blossoms, self-deceivers.
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. I wonder what that means. And then what else did she say at the beginning? Pleasure me with more power. Okay, so I really want this character. I feel like I would pull for this character even if she wasn't good. Cause that was so sick. And maybe I'm overreacting here because this is just the first one. And I'm sure it's like, oh, but they get so much better or whatever. But that is sick. That is so cool. I love that. And I also just love her general design. And I remember her trailer also being one of my favorites. So I really like this character a lot. Carlotta. Carlotta also had a banger trailer. Okay, well, I like also had a banger trailer. Most of the trailers were like of like almost all of these characters had like a banger trailers, right? But let's see Carlotta.
I alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle. Brilliance lights the way! your weak spot. Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete.
Is there like 2 parts to her ult? Because it shows her do what looks like an ult animation right here.
Glory demands more.
And then at the end, she says masterpiece complete. Maybe it's like a 2-part ult. Maybe you have to meet some sort of like gameplay requirement. Like, oh, you do that, and now you have to, I don't know, do a fucking wombo combo, and then you get the masterpiece.
Masterpiece complete.
Or maybe it's just what meant to be seen as like one complete string of animations, and I overthought that completely. Possible. Yeah. Overall, very clean animations. Gun user, obviously. Right. Carlotta. These little shots that they do are so cool. Not as much as a fan of that gameplay wise as I am like Camilla. However, the animations themselves are extremely clean, and every time I think that like, okay, you know, it's kind of basic, right? They do something more. Like even here, when it's just she's just shooting her gun, and then she like jumps up and does a flip across the. Right, just when I was like, okay, gunshot, and then she's like, oh, let me do a fucking woo. All right, very cool, very cool. Phoebe, I remember that. She was like, seems like a Disney princess-esque character, where, what was it? She could talk to the echoes or something, and she wasn't supposed to, because she was some sort of like a priestess in training or something, part of the religious group in training, apostle in training, I think maybe was it. I guess it doesn't matter for this, but
I resolve dispute in the Sentinel's name. I'll take care of it. Descend! Sentinel, protect me. To the Sentinel. Purify. In the name of Imperator. Crystals, give me strength.
She has also good animations. Another character with good animations. I don't think we're gonna run into anyone with bad animations here anyway. But for some reason, based off of just the animations alone, which I know I could easily answer this question, right? But I'm just like I don't know, theory crafting or just theorizing, really, I guess right now, on just being shown this. Because at first, she was giving off-field support vibes, but then some of these look like they wouldn't persist when she's off-field. But at first, she's got this ring around her, and I was like, well, I bet you if it's anything like Genshin, right, or even anything like Zenless, or you know, any of those types of games, that this ring is some sort of buff or shield or something like that, and you can swap out. But then some of these animations seem to give off maybe more on field, or maybe off field just isn't as off field as in Genshin. Because when Genshin someone's off field, or even in Zenless, they're like, you basically hit their button once every 20 seconds or whatever, how long your rotation is, and then you're done. Maybe it is off field, but off field just gets more field time than what I'm used to.
Purify. Crystals, give me strength.
I don't know. Very cool. Brant. This is the pirate guy. I remember he flew in on like a giant anchor after escaping prison or something.
Join me on this voyage to the world's end, my friend. Together we'll face that fleeting moment when the world turns upside down. Pew pew! Woohoo! Keep the cheers coming! Let the flames rise!
Yeah, I was hoping the giant anchor was his ult. I'm glad that it is. That's just so funny. Like, that's such a goofy fucking ult. But I'm glad that that is his ult.
Let the flames rise!
That's funny. Must be like a single target nuke, right? Obviously the animations are good. He went at one point in the middle of the, he go pew pew. That was that was funny. Like, that sent me for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man. Yes, very cool animations. I have a whole lot. What is this? Yeah, so he like attaches to them and then swings around. That's interesting. All right. Oh, Cantarella next. Okay. Cantarella next. I'm very curious about what this could possibly be. Already, we're starting out with 2D animation at the beginning. She must be like a special character, right? Like, I know how like every game has their different like power levels of, if I just take the most popular example, right? Like Genshin has Archons, Honkai Star Rail has, Emanators, right? Like, she's got to be something in terms of that, at least in terms of special. Or maybe she's an anniversary character or something, because it feels like in the trailer she was obviously meant to be like she feels like a push character, right? I don't know, maybe Kiro Games doesn't do like push characters to the extent that other games do, but she feels like a push character because she's already like major difference between that this and the other trailers, like just the immediate 2D animation off the bat. But maybe I am just overthinking it. Maybe they just like Cantarella a lot, and I can't blame them. I do too.
Whether I am the bane of the wicked or the pure is yours to decide. Surge of deep tides. Crush forth in fury. Silence. Surrender to it. Sleep in the whispers of silence.
I feel like I don't know what I just watched. uh, Obviously, this bit at the beginning with the 2D animation is super clean, and like the transition from the 2D animation into the 3D like display of the combat, also super clean. So we'll start over here where she goes into her like splash art, I guess.
Whether I am the bane of the wicked or the
Like, that was a clean transition, right? And then she's gonna rise out of the water, and it's gonna switch to the 3D animation. Also super clean. Kuro Games must love this character. because it feels like she's getting all sorts of special treatment in terms of just like the trailers and the videos.
Cure is yours to decide. Surge of deep tides. Crush forth in fury. Silence. Surrender to it. Sleep in the whispers of silence.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, uh, she looks maybe like a really floaty character, right? And I don't know. I should say I love how unique her animations are, right? Like completely distinct from anything what we've seen, but any of like these other ones that we've seen so far, and I'd be surprised if anything after is similar, right? And I love that, right? Like I don't like it when too many characters like animations like look too much of like the samey, you know what I mean? Like obviously I get that like some characters are like more of like push characters or something, right? Like because of lore reasons, this is this leader or this like demigod or whatever it may be for whatever game it is that you play. I don't know what it would be for Wuthering Waves, like emanators for Star Rail, like I said earlier, right? Like all these characters that like, oh, they're always gonna have like more special animations, but a lot of characters seem to have like more of that level of like interesting detail where even if it seems like this clearly isn't a main push character, so to speak, it's still unique, which this does seem like a main push character, like I said. And also Camilla's was also super unique. So far, these two have obviously impressed me the most. And I think I would pull for Cantarella too. Like based off of her design almost alone, I would pull. But I feel like because of the way it looks like she plays, I would have to trial her at least to see. Because I feel like she could end up feeling really weird to play. But I don't know, right? I just don't know. Like I only played Wuthering Waves once in 1.0 for like 4 hours. Like I played it like I think maybe a day or two after it came out in 1.0. I played it that one time. I was like, this is fun. I just didn't have time for it. Like I just ended up never getting back on it again. After I did a couple hours, I pulled, did a little bit of the story, and I just like I think I maybe like I just didn't get back on it again after that day that I played it. But so far, these two have impressed me the most. Cantarella. Camilla just looks like so far. Camilla's still my favorite because that was just really clean. I guess we'll move on to Zanny. I yap too much. Which I remember in the I say as I yap too much, and then I proceeded to yap more. Uh, what was it? In the Zanny trailer, it said that it was showcasing the one of the anniversaries, maybe the first or second. I'm not really sure. I don't remember exactly. So I wonder if Zanny is an anniversary character because it was her trailer. I remember specifically that said Wuthering Waves anniversary on it. But maybe Kuro doesn't give special or doesn't. Maybe Kuro Games anniversary release isn't a special character the same way that like HSR does it, right? And I'm sorry to keep like bringing up comparisons and stuff like that, right? But I just know a lot of gacha games do things similar. But I mean, you know, just like I'm not comparing them at all to like that's just my frame of reference, you know. So here's the 2D animation again. Another push character is what I'm saying. I'm sorry that I stopped it already. Let's do it again.
that all you got?
Oh man. I'm sorry, but this music is sending me right now. Like I can't. What?
Is that all? All of you at once. I don't do overtime. Reduced to dust. Huh? That's a wrap.
First anniversary. I guess I could have just waited till the end of the trailer.
Miss Sani, this is urgent. We got a lead. The art thief will strike tonight.
About time.
That's the way the oh, we autoplayed. Thought I told you not to do that. Oh wait, because it went down. Anyway, but that's the beginning. I do remember. I pay attention. This is the beginning of the animated trailer. Or not the yeah. The beginning, the Resonator showcase, the regular one. This is the beginning of it at the end here. So she's a great sword user. Once again, I guess I should comment once again on the 2D animation. The 2D animation is extremely good. I love it. I love it when games used their increased budget to give us things like this special like 2D animations. And I'm hoping, I've not looked at them at all yet, but I am hoping at least a couple of these cinematic shorts maybe are 2D, 2D animation. Right. But that may just be a me thing, right? I always thought that 2D animation looks extremely clean, right? And this is no exception here. Let's get her in the like splash art thing again. Yeah, that's extremely like holy sh. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. This music that's playing for this entire part is honestly like it's sending me. It's so funny. I am curious what is going on actually here though with like this clock. Like, is it literally just a reference to her not doing overtime, or is there something like else going on here related to her lore and her story, and I just don't know it yet, right? Because surely this isn't just like a, oh, I don't do overtime, like, funny thing, right? Like, this feels like it means something else. Maybe if I had paid closer attention and paid closer attention when I watched her trailer, I could figure it out.
All of you at once. I don't do overtime.
There was, like, the little gear on the side during that animation.
Reduced to dust. Huh? That's a wrap.
Right, and then it does the clock. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking it, and it means nothing, and it's just like a funny thing of just like, yeah, I don't do overtime, and that's the whole thing, that's the joke. But it feels like there's something more, right? Another thing, I like how beefy these hits sound. Like I can already tell from like listening to it and watching it, like it feels like if you were using this character, you would be the type of person that likes those beefy, like strong hits, like the boom, right? Sort of like using a great sword, or like the gut sword in a Dark Souls game, something like that, right? Where you could really feel the hits. I get the vibe from this that you can like those hits seem pretty beefy, right? Very good animations, very good showcase. Siakona. Alright, so I guess I was wrong about any of those being a main push character, because I guess every character from now on just gets a 2D animated intro. But I love that. I think that's great, actually. I mean, if every character they get to this kind of treatment, then that is amazing.
Off we go. May my poems light the way on your path ahead. Overkill! Ta-da! A grand overkill! Let the show begin!
Annihilation!
The wicked will face judgment. Divinity, can you hear the poems I recite?
So once again, that's the beginning of the character trailer. So I guess this is just something that they're gonna start doing from this point on. Where the beginning is like a 2D animated intro, and the end is the beginning of the character trailer. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Oh, my bad. Sorry. So, I was kind of thinking already that she gave me just like support character vibes because she's that D&D bard type character, right? And those type of characters just have a tendency to be supports. I love that it seems that in her ult, she then stays on field and just sings the entire time while you beat the shit out of people with your other characters. That's great. That's awesome. I love that for her. Very nice. Right. Obviously, the 2D, like, it's just, the 2D animation at the beginning is just beautiful. Right? Like, this character design also is just fantastic. Right. Yeah. The singing, and also she makes these projections of herself that maybe are having some sort of effect. Uh, who knows what it is? Well, someone does. I don't. So I did have somebody tell me, right? Because I predicted in my video where I watched the trailers that she would have like a two form playstyle, and in that video, in the comments, somebody did confirm that. I think it was in a comment of a short actually, but someone did confirm that this indeed was a two form playstyle kind of character. So I'm ready for this. Right, this character seemed really important from her character trailer.
This sword shall follow your will. You won't escape. Purge the impure. True form revealed at last. Exonerate. Till the denouement. Chaos purified. Tides rise and crash. My blade. Purge all evil. Your time has long passed.
And is Fleur de Lis like her real name or something? Yeah, that was sick. That was so cool. So yeah, the two forms we have like small Cartetia, whatever, Cardi B, small Cartetia here, and then she true form revealed, and you know her voice gets uh her voice changes, her form changes. uh and it's just really cool. And then the exonerate, right? Where is it at?
My blade! Purge all evil!
That was not the part that I thought it was. But that part's also sick. She seems really cool. She looks fun. She looks really fun.
Chaos purified! Tides rise and
Oh, here's where she does that.
exonerate. Till the denouement.
That's sick. That's really cool. So maybe I guess you go into her true form, and then you get all these special moves, and then you like ult. I'm guessing on this, right? What a shot. What a shot. Right. Also, just a quick side note, if you're a leg guy, I guess this character is for you, you know. Or I guess, you know, feet guy, either way. You know, this is your character, right? But no, this is like the character design is peak. These animations are just so cool. She looks really fun to play. Lupa. Oh my god. I'm really excited to see Lupa's actually. Because Lupa, I don't know, I really enjoy, for one, I enjoy her character design. I really like her design. And I'm very interested to see how she plays. She also had a really good character trailer. Which sounds like a pointless thing to say considering most of them were good, but whatever.
You called, warrior? Into the spotlight! The fight is on! Please, Bill! Let's start! Glory is upon us! Burn to dust! What are your expectations for this match, Looper? There's only one, and that's to make it a fight to remember.
All right, so I love her. Like I don't know, I would pull for this character right now. I would pull for this character. I love her. All of this was cool. I don't need to keep reiterating it, but like this, bruh. It's so good. It's so good. Uh, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I love how aerial her movements are, which she's not the only character that's had this. But this actually applies to quite a few characters we've seen so far. But I actually love how like just how aerial a lot of like the animations are, where it's like, oh, we send them up into the air and we're doing like we're doing moves in the air too, right? We're not stuck grounded. Some of these little lion things that maybe fight by her and do damage. This must be her ult. And then she enters maybe an enhanced form here. And those lions do extra damage. Yeah, she has one next to her now. She looks insanely fun. I love this. She j I love everything about her. I love everything about her. Alright, so I might be Lupa's #1 fan. Lupa or Camilla, for sure. Right. Don't get me wrong. Cantarella, right? Like, obviously, right? But Camilla and Lupa, alright. But unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, we do have to move on to Frolova. Frolova? I'll pronounce it right whenever I hear it pronounced. What? Just what? I'm like, we're not even to the actual gameplay yet, and I did not, wasn't expecting that.
This dream hereafter shall rise no more.
Is this like her true form or something? Like, maybe this is her like mortal form, so to speak, and this is her true form? Because I know her trailer made it seem like maybe she was like a being of death almost, like more, I don't know. It made her seem like not human at all. She was more of a being of death or something. And maybe this is her true form that she summons from this black hole that she creates.
Thus, you fall.
Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's just her companion or her puppet.
We wither together. Be raised. Preparatory beats begin. Wails, rejoicing. Chant songs of old. Death is near. Death is far. Only in an eternity freed from both life and death can that boundary dissolve. And then, sunsets will be no more. Only when we awaken will true daybreak come.
Seems like a really depressing story arc, whatever she is a part of. Alright. That was just, this is epic. This is so cool. I love how unique the animations are. Like, most of the animations from character to character are just so visually distinct and clean. And also just this, right? Like the hands reaching out and then this avatar of death or whatever it is that comes out.
This dream hereafter shall rise no more.
Yeah, so it's like these chains, kind of chains, rose thorns, flower stems. I don't know, but then she ults, and it looks like the ult does a bunch of burst damage Maybe she's like a sub DPS, it seems, because she goes up and she floats in that swing or whatever, but it shows the flowers still blooming from the ground, and then it shows, I think that's the main character, Rover, on field doing damage. So maybe she's like a sub DPS. I want to hear this because it does the flower attacks to the beat of like the music.
Of old.
I think it is, at least. It almost feels like she's manipulating the battlefield in a way, right? Like it gives that vibes of a sort of I'm the master of this battlefield. I don't know. Very cool animations, very cool character. I love the beginning here too, right here, where she's using her little avatar of death, and then it shows the world's smallest violin, which I just think is hilarious. I love that. Yeah, the world. That's funny. Yeah, I'm interested to know what kind of character she is. Right? She seems like maybe just a sub DPS. She doesn't seem like she'd be a full support, but maybe she is. You know, Augusta. I think I may have seen a clip with her in it. I'm unsure. If I see her animations and I recognize it, I'll let you know.
All the sun touches is ours to fight for.
Those are some chunky hits. Like if it was doing the swing, it was like boom, boom, boom.
Pathetic struggle! Unmatched! Undying glory! Stand tall before the eternal sun! My valor never fails!
And should the tide of fate stir once more, she will raise this sword and blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
The eternal sun, right? Which I know that was also. Wait, oh, how did I end up on Lupa? Oops. The eternal sun. Yeah, okay. First of all, like I said, those were some chunky hits, right? But obviously, those weren't the star of the show because whatever this was, right? That's so cool. I love this little. The animal comes in for like a second. It's like, here, want to ride? You know, that's great.
Undying glory!
That's so cool. Is that a whole thing like this? Like with the soldiers standing? Is that part of the animation just in the game? Or is that like a trailer specific thing? Like this whole bit right here. Because that's so cool. And that's just so cool.
Stand tall before the eternal sun! My valor never fails!
That was sick. Fucking, she like, looks like she teleports around her, or it just moves really fast. Like, and then she does like a big explosion. Very cool. Very sick. I feel like I could also enjoy her. Oh my god. There's too many good characters. Like at this point, I don't even know who I would like prioritize pooling for, right? Which I know technically in a gacha game, you should pool for like whoever the newest character is, right? I've always preferred to pool for who you like, you know, and then make it meta. Which I've heard actually, which I guess is a separate conversation from the video, but I have heard that Kuro has a pretty good reputation in regards to power creep. So hearing that, I feel pretty confident that I could pool for any of these characters that I like, and I could make them usable. Mayhaps, maybe. Let me know. Let me know how it is. I think is how it was pronounced. This is another character. I'm really excited for. I guess I'm just excited for every character.
I am the moon that never falls, here to rewrite the ending. Wax. I am the moon. Entertain me. Well, at my string. The moon is full.
The flames of fate lit long ago. A priestess born in a lunar eclipse sees what others never will. To anchor the future of September. From that moment on, the life of Yuno was thus ordained.
And you know what? Okay. Wait, no, where'd we go? You know. So I love how much detail is put into these animations over here, because it shows. So she actually, for a lot of her animations, is throwing this little disc around with her feet, which is so cool. Yeah, she's like sliding on it, then she throws it around with her feet. At one point, she was like upside down from it, I think. I thought, yeah. Right. So she does in this trailer. Oh yeah, she does like a little handstand and flips the ring around. It's so cool. It's just so cool. I love this. This looks like it would be fun. Like this looks like she would be really fun to play. Right. And then she gets on it and rides around on it and it shoots. Pretty cool. Is this the ult, or is her coming down the ult? Or is this all part of the ult? The moon is full. And at one point she says waxing too. I wonder how literal the I am the moon thing is. Like, is she literally like just a manifestation of the moon? Maybe. Very cool. Another character I feel like I would want. So many characters that I want. That's why I can't play these games. But I am going to play this game, actually.
Bren, ready to join the hunt. settle the score. By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate.
Scorched to
Rise from Hellfire. Tainted Hellfire.
devour them all!
Who's my next prey?
Did you see the Saints painting? They really opened up their coffers. Job.
Just tell me.
Yeah, okay. So apparently, in case any other company out there was wondering, Kuro Games has figured out how you make animations interesting, and that is, if the animation would be otherwise be too basic, just make the character do it with their feet. Because once again, we have a Galbrena here. I believe I said Galbrena, right? That's how it was pronounced. Let's hear it again.
Galbrena.
Galbrena, yeah. I think you're supposed to roll the R, but because what is it? Where is it? Yeah, like right here, almost immediately. She just bam, shoots it with her feet, or she has guns in her feet, maybe. Unsure. Requires further research. This is actually really cool. I didn't expect to like this as much as I did. She looks extremely fun and satisfying to play. She reminds me of like a Devil May Cry or a Bayonetta character. Maybe more Bayonetta, right? But very much in that same line of style. Right, like what is this? This looks like one of those other ultimates that is like she enters an enhanced state with that demon or whatever that was trying to possess her. The jump up into like the spinny I don't know, the spinny move is really cool. She looks really fun. I love it. I don't know if it's guaranteed pull, but I could definitely see myself doing an impulse pull. Oh, I don't know how to say that. I'm not even gonna try anymore. You know what? I don't know. Maybe they'll say it. Fan service for everybody equally.
The blade is whole to strike. Make your move. Surrender. Off with you. Winds howling. Next. Too slow. Stars realigned. Break like bamboo. Fall. Vanish. Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
Did bro just bust out the instrument mid-fight? Like what? I love most replayed. Come on now. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. He also has really good animations. I wonder if you can if this little shadow step right here at the beginning is something you can do in game or if that's exclusive to this trailer. Because that looks pretty sick, to be honest. But the rest of the animations are also sick. She has this little shadow, like, after effect that's really cool. And then he takes drinks at random points. It looks like there's, like, a sort of window right there that's closing in on the, on the bad guy. So maybe you have to time something, and then you get that drink. And then maybe it, buffs your damage further or something like that. Because he'll drink at another point, too. Yeah, right here. Very interesting. Right, and then he busts out the flute here, and he ults. What is this? Let's see it again. Yeah, just like the one, the big sword strike. Yes, very, very cool animations. I love to see what the most replayed section is. Right. Hey, we're all the same at heart. Uh, up next is Chisa. Chisa. Unmute you. Let's see it. Give me that sweet, sweet 2D animation.
No matter where this leads, this battle, I'm all in. Clipped. Down to the micron. Dead center locked. Come, meet your end. This ends here. Connection severed.
Yeah, and then that's the trailer. So, I really like, obviously, the 2D animation, right? This is the most replayed. Guys must really like her splash art, huh? Where is it? Obviously, it's all good, but there's this one where it shows it like turn that's really cool. I love that they did that. Right, and then it goes from that to being like a pizza cutter. Reminds me of the whirligig from Bloodborne, in a way. And they put another version of it in Elden Ring too. But he's just yeah, yeah. Looks fun. It's really cool. Bust out the Pocky style on him a little bit. Yeah, she just the weapon design is just so cool here. Oh, I just noticed there's like it like drags them in. Yeah, there's like a line and it drags. That's really cool. I didn't notice that before. I mean, I could see. I could see myself pulling. Do a little bit of Gamba. Oh, nay, I remember. Which I remember Cheese's trailer. I remember pretty much all these trailers. It really wasn't that long ago when I did that video. Well, I guess it was like a week ago, but not even. Lene, I just said it. Let's watch it. I have seen a little bit of gameplay of Lene before this. I saw a clip, I think when Wuthering Waves 3.0 came out, where you can use those skates like as a movement in the world. I love that. Also, what a shot to pause on. We're gonna back up a little bit.
Hey, name's Lene. Drive safe! Name your color. Yo, over here. That's all you got? Catch this. Don't blink! You'll miss the best part!
her gameplay looks really smooth, if that makes sense. Like, not that the other ones have looked janky or anything, but however, it looks like there was like, it was accentuated here, right? Like, I don't know, like, it looked like all her moves just flow together really well. And then, I love the graffiti art, like, aesthetic in general. Like, all her moves have this graffiti art splash effect, and on the ground, wherever she walks, or slides, it's leave, like, that trail of graffiti. All of her attacks have that graffiti effect. I love that. I think that's really cool. And I really like that they have made it so that, like, when she's sliding, she is leaving that trail of graffiti. I think that adds, like, a really nice touch, a really nice attention to detail. Right, like, over here, there's graffiti all over the ground. Very nice animations. Very nice. I know I keep saying it, like, I don't know. I'll say this. There's a very few of these characters that I would be opposed to pulling for, right? Now, I'm not going to say I would pull for every single one of them without hesitation. Without hesitation? No, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to watch these last two, and then I'll go through them. Although, if you guys have watched the video to this point, you can probably already guess what characters I would do, or, like, no hesitation would pull for. But I'll go through them at the end. There's only two more to watch. I'm not going to try to say that again. I remember they said it in the trailer, and I was like, oh, that's how you say that. And now I'm recording this video, and I already forgot how you said that.
Now, I can walk beside you. Attack formation. Target locked. Copper modules ready. Guidance ready. Access confirmed. Processing complete. Stars, hear my queries.
Okay, yeah, I did do this part. Okay. So, she has really unique animations. I feel like she is the first character out of all of these. It feels like. I mean, of course, like Chisa had those like scissor blades and all that, and she had some kind of weird stuff going on. Lene did, but she has like some sort of like advanced technology, like way more advanced than like the Galbrena guns or whatever. Right? She's like shooting lasers and shit. Right? Like it's way different than a lot of the other characters' animations that I've seen so far. That's super clean. That's so cool. Like, does it really create this barrier in game? Like, that's not just a trailer effect, right? Like, it creates this like big barrier area of effect in game. If so, and I'm assuming it does, that is just really cool. Like, I love that. That's awesome. I like that they keep getting, like, the animations keep getting better. Like, they're expanding, right? And they're not getting samey ever. Like, they're staying unique. Hmm. Yeah, this is a really cool character. I feel like I'm just like, oh, they're cool. It's so reductive. Like, these characters are really unique, right? That's what I like about it. Like, every character has been not only visually distinct, but also had unique animations, right? Some, sure, more than others, right? But every character is still, like, is different enough. Like, you're never like, oh, who's this? Right? Like, I feel like now that I've seen all of these, and even after I saw the trailers, like, I would recognize all those characters if I saw them. And I feel like I could also like imagine their gameplay now that I've seen it. That's so cool. The lasers? Yeah. It feels completely different from like any of this, really. Like I think the most advanced thing we had was either Chisa's scissor blade or Galbrenna's guns up to this point, and then this woman just comes out here shooting like lasers and shit. That's pretty epic. I don't know. New region must be more advanced than the rest of the world because it feels like we went from like Lupa and Augusta, like some sort of almost like gladiator-esque area, right? More like and sort of more of a classic style, right? Like we use spears and swords, right? And we go at this in a duel, and then now we're like shoot laser beams. I don't know how we got from A to B, but I'm sure it'll be quite a journey to find out. Last one, A-Myth. I remember that was the last trailer. All right, let's watch it.
Let's go save the world! Propulsion mode. Enter the ghost. Ready to launch. Pierce through. The world is mine to guard. Objective logged. From the sky. Fly high. Truth. Reach the cosmos. Starlight over the seas. Scorch through the void. Cluster cannon ready. The savior rises.
I don't even know what to say. What did I just watch? That was so sick. What? How many different animations does she have? Like, she kept being like, oh, and then this voice line, and then this voice line, and here's another voice line with another new thing happening. Is she the mech? Is the mech different from her? Or is it her? Oh, that's so cool. Bro, that's so cool. Oh my god. Bro. Okay, let's go through this. So she does this right over here, right? And then the mech's ready to launch. I'm gonna turn on sound.
Pierce through. The world is mine to guard.
She does like a little like dance here. The world is mine to guard.
The world is mine to guard. Objective.
Nah, it's just like a little hopscotch. I don't know.
From the sky. Fly high. Truth. Reach the cosmos. Starlight over the seas. Scorch through the void.
So it looks like you summon the mech a couple of times, maybe, and then you become the mech and you play as it.
Cluster cannon ready. The savior rises.
Like, what is that? That is like, what is that? So they absolutely outdid themselves. Because what is this? There's so much going on here. Like I feel like I could watch this like 4 more times and notice a new animation. Or a detail I didn't notice. Or something, right? There is a lot going on. That is so sick. I don't even know. Like, I have no more theories. I don't know how we went from gladiator fights to mechs. Who knows? But I will find out, right? But real fast, I said I would, so I'm gonna go through this. Uh, who I would pull for without almost any of these, honestly. I could see myself possibly pulling for, right? Especially depending on the story, because I am the type of player who I like to see the stories and I like to get attached to the characters and like learn a lot about them, right? And I let that guide my pulls a lot, how much I like a character based on their story. Of course, design plays a huge factor in that, but I do want, even if there's an interesting design, I want there to be a good story to go with it. But without reservation, I can say right now, right, it would take a lot for me not to pull for Camilla, right? I would absolutely pull for her without reservation. Okay? Maybe Cantarella. I'm sort of on the edge with Cantarella. Like, I'm right on the edge of without reservation and maybe. Right? Lupa without reservation would pull, okay? Amith, obviously. Like, all just on animation alone, how could I not pull for that, right? The only thing I can imagine that if you're the type that prefers like simpler animations, just simpler, more down to earth animations, and there's too much going on for your eyes, it's too overstimulating, right? I could imagine that being the case, but anything other than that, I maybe you just hate the character, you just hate the story or something. I don't know, because all of this is just what like is what I don't know. Without hesitation, Amith, Camilla, Lupa, probably Kartathia for sure, Frolova. Yeah, I don't know. Feel like I'm gonna go broke trying to play this game. Not that I, not saying I'd spend a lot of money on it, but we will find out soon. I'll find out all of these stories soon because come next Sunday, that would be Sunday the 15th. Yeah, Sunday the 15th will be my first Wuthering Waves stream. So I'm going to log in to that account that I made so long ago. I'll let you guys decide. Maybe I keep that account. I don't even know what's on it. I had to log into it to see. Right? Maybe I keep it. Maybe I just start a new one. Right? It's not like there's a whole lot on that one anyway. Right? But yeah, Sunday the 15th, that will be my first Wuthering Waves stream. So if you want to see all of that, you'll have to catch me live on Twitch on that day. Of course, there will be some sort of video uploaded too. So if you can't catch it live, that's fine. But I do highly recommend it. Would truly appreciate it if you caught me live on Twitch. Right? Make sure if you like this video, make sure if you enjoyed this video to like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Comment what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video, as long as it's constructive, right? Tell me if there's anything else I need to react to. I'm already going to react to the cinematic shorts for sure, right? There's an order to these things. This one will definitely come out first, right? I've not watched them yet, but I am going to record that video soon. So that one is coming, right? So besides the cinematic shorts, if there's just anything, right? It doesn't have to be Wuthering Waves related or even Gotcha related. If there's just something that you think I should react to, let me know, and I will react to it. And I don't plan on doing just reactions. Just I want to put it out there that I don't plan on doing only reaction content. Like when I react to these games and such, I want to react to them in preparation to play them. I don't want to just react and then never interact with that media again. Like I said, I am going to play Wuthering Waves for stream next Sunday, right? And anything else that I react to, if it's obviously if it is a game, then I will more than likely play that game, assuming I have any interest in it at all, right? And I will play it live on stream. So once again, make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see, let me know what you don't want to see, and thank you for watching.